Today I will be teaching you a topic. Hello students, good morning. So I will be teaching you today's topic is rotation, that is movement of the earth. So we have already discussed that there are two types of movement of the earth. One is rotation, another is revolution. So when there is rotation and revolution, so now what is rotation? Rotation is the movement of the earth on its own axis. So when the earth spins, that is the spinning movement of rotation. What is rotation? Rotation is the movement of the earth movement of the earth on its own axis from west to east. So here we have seen that we are getting three important terms from here. So point A is movement of the earth, which is most important. How it moves? It is moving round its own axis and from west to east. So how it is going? The spinning movement is from west to east. That means this is an anti-clockwise direction. Now if you can see in this screen, we are getting here Earth's axis on its own axis. Now I will be discussing what is Earth's axis. Now here you can see that the Earth is tilted. Axis is an imaginary line on which this line, if you can see, it is an imaginary line, and here the earth gets tilted. The axis of the earth is never straight and the axis is tilted, so our earth is also tilted on one side. Now this calculation is something how much it is tilted and all. So I will be discussing that with you. So first is on its own axis. So you can see this arrow over here. This arrow is actually the spin defines the spinning movement. That is from west. That this side is west. This is east. So the earth is moving from this side. So if we see, so this is west and this is east. Now the earth is moving from this side to this side, that is an anti-clockwise direction, and it is spinning always on its own axis. So it is actually, the axis is the benchmark, you can say. So this is the earth's axis, and on this it is spinning like this. Now this spinning movement is called rotation. And this one rotation takes 24 hours. More precisely, it is 23 hours and 56 minutes. 23 hour 56 minute, but for ease of calculation it has been rounded up and it is 24 hours. So one complete rotation is 24 hours, that is one day. So this is about the basic concept of what is Earth's axis, how it moves and how long it takes. Now you can understand from here that is the concept of day comes from rotation. The most important thing next I will or the most important effect of Earth rotation is this concept or formation of day and night. Now before that there are certain things that needs to be discussed, that is the plane of ellipse. Now I have said that about Earth's axis. This is, you can also see that this black line over here that is mentioning North Pole and South Pole is actually Earth's axis. And if we draw a plane line, so as the axis is tilted, the Earth is also tilted like this. You can see this Tropic of Cancer, equator and Tropic of Capricorn are not in a straight line, rather they are in a slanting line. Why this is slanting line? Because the Earth is tilted like this toward. Now this line, this is an imaginary line what we call as axis. So this line here from the North Pole or from the center, if we draw a perpendicular like this that merges with the center of the Earth. So this is the center of the Earth, and here if we draw a perpendicular, then we will see that the Earth's axis is cutting in 66.5 degree in this side, and northern side it is 23.5 degrees. So Earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree from here. So this tilt is actually the measurement of our Earth's axis. So this, and now this center of the Earth or this kind of thing, this perpendicular line what we have drawn is just straight to this. This is actually called the plane of eclipse. Now this plane of ellipse means this is an elliptical in shape as it's round. I mean it is resembling the shape of the bulge of that Earth's circumference, and this plane of ellipse is called that plane of ellipse, and from where we are drawing the perpendicular, and this angle is determining that how much the Earth is tilted. It is 66.5 degree from pole to this side, and from the perpendicular it is 23.5 degrees. So this is the orbital plane or plane of axis in simple terms. Now the next concept is, so what we have discussed till now from this definition, we can say that we have discussed it is the own axis, how axis is there, and the direction, how this direction is there from west to east. Now from here the most important thing and how long it takes, that is 24 hours. Now 24 hours is equal to 1 day, and we know in 1 day we get day and night both. So formation of day and night is one of the most important, formation of day and night. This is effect of rotation. This is the most important effect of rotation. Now why this happens, before that I would like to discuss with you, that is shadow circle or circle of illumination. What is shadow circle? Shadow circle is also, it is also called circle of illumination. Illumination, you know, is light. Now this is also an imaginary line that divides between day and night. Now here you can see, like, one portion is yellow in color, another portion is dark in color. The portion that is receiving vertical sun ray is day, that is yellow in color, and the portion as earth's shape is round, it is rounded, or it is an oblate spheroid, it's spherical in shape. So one side will always get light and the opposite side will get darkness. So this is the formation of day and night. So the portion which is as the earth is spinning, the portion that is getting sunlight or sun rays is facing day. Suppose there is a point A over here and there is a point B over here. Now, as in this position, Earth A is having day, and as B is in the darker area, or it is not receiving the sunlight because the other side of the sphere will not receive sunlight, this is experiencing, B is experiencing night, and these two is divided by this line. This is called circle of illumination or the shadow circle. Now this circle of illumination or shadow circle, day and night just do not, so this portion is day and this portion is night. Now out of spinning movement, when the earth is spinning from this side to that side, this B one day after one complete rotation, it will come over here, and A on other term will so after the rotation, B will come here and A will come here. So during that time, B will be facing day and A will be facing night. So this is the concept of day and night. Now there is another concept like the variation, or so you can see this shadow circle over here. Sunlight, then direct sun rays are coming. It is illuminated area, this is facing day, and this is the shadow circle, and this side is night. Now there is one concept that you can see this, that is the effect of Earth's axis and also coming of. Now this duration of day and night also depends on this tilt. So from this diagram what we see is that now we will see that as Earth's axis is tilted, this shadow circle is dividing. You can see Earth's axis is tilted, there all the important lines are there, and when it is receiving sunlight, this shadow circle is almost covering the Arctic area. So, and this is day is covering the whole of Antarctic circle. So this is the reason there is a variation of day and night in this duration, and this shadows as it is there is either day, 6 months day, or 6 months night. In the polar region. you can see that the shadow circle is here and it is here. So the Arctic region is always covered under darkness, and this Antarctic region is at this time is covered under daylight. Now this continues for 6 months here and continues for 6 months there, and it is formation is on this is change of season, and this formation of day and night, and 6 months of day and 6 months of night depends on another movement that we have referred to as revolution. I have also discussed this in details in my video of revolution. You can also check this that how this affects in change of season. So that is the effect of revolution. But here it is as we are discussing here on rotation. So I will be now discussing with you the effects of rotation only, that is formation of day and night. With day and night there comes another concept of twilight and dawn. So first is day and night, causing of day and night. Next is formation of twilight and dawn. Now from this day and night you can see that there is a straight line of this circle of illumination that is separating day from night. But this separation, as we have shown in the picture, is not straight like this. So there is a transition phase between day and night. So between day and night there is a transition, and between night and day there is another transition. So this transition era where there is no proper, neither it is proper dark nor it is proper light. So from day to night, that is called twilight, and from night to day it is called dawn. So this formation with side by side with day and night, this twilight and dawn is also formed. These are actually the transitional phase between day and night and day respectively. Now these are the two effects. There is another one very important effect. That effect is what we call as the bulge. So as it is a spinning movement, it has got a spinning movement. When at the formation of the earth, when earth was actually in a very nascent state, it was a very soft kind of a thing, because as it has formed from glowing gases. Generally for years these gases have cooled down, and it has helped in formation of the earth. Now this when in this process of cooling down, there was this spinning movement. It is a very common thing, like when ever you have seen in a potter's wheel, if we give a ball of clay in potter's wheel and start spinning it, it will automatically take the shape of a sphere. So the same thing happened in case of earth. Due to the different action of the forces, the earth started spinning on its own axis, and when it started on its own axis, it generally took the shape of this sphere. Though it is earth like or geoid spheroid is the exact name of the earth, but it resembles somewhere like a sphere. So the bulge, and this sphere is not totally round in shape. We all know that the bulge is more in the equator, and the two ends have flattened. Two ends means the north pole and the south pole have flattened to take this shape. So as the bulge is higher, we get equator, and this middle portion of the earth has got the most So the bulge is almost great in the middle, and the bulge is the two top ends are flattened. So what happens, we have obtained, due to the spinning movement also, we have been able to obtain the present shape of the earth. And for this reason, the as the bulge is higher, the spinning movement is highest in the equator and lowest in the poles. As the poles are flattened and the slowly the movement decreases, so this movement of rotation is also lower in the poles and highest in the equator. As the bulge is more, it takes the more to circumference, and we get the speed highest here. So this is all about rotation. So today we have discussed definition of rotation, what is rotation, what are the features of rotation, and effects of rotation. You can see the pictures like this. This is plane of ellipse, shadow circle, Earth's axis. Hello student. So we have already completed this chapter on rotation. This you can also get from the video section of my channel. This live session will be made to video, and you can have your notes and the other information or basic of understanding from this video also. So thank you for joining, and have a good day, and I will be coming back soon with another topic on this. Thank you students. Goodbye.